PR reviews are one of the most underrated skills in software development. Most developers open a PR, scroll a little bit, hit approve, and then just move on. But senior developers don't do that. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I review pull requests, what I check first, what am I ignoring, and how to detect problems fast without wasting hours. I'll show it to you on my own open source project 8bitcn, where I receive many pull requests and I have to check every one of them. So here I have currently 2 pull requests, and this first one is pretty easy to understand, so it should be good to showcase how to review a PR. First thing that I always check in a PR is the description clear and is it easy to understand. So here we can see the summary from this developer to add preview for sidebar component in the docs, and it closes this issue, and he tagged the issue, which is really good. I know about this issue because this is my project. I know that Radium Coders Mr. J created this issue. Thank you on that one. And that one is solving this issue. We also have a screenshot. What should we get right there? So this is looking good, and I think this is clear enough. Second thing I always check is the summary from some AI code review tool. In this case, I'm using CodeRabbit. So here we can see the new features. So added an interactive 8-bit collapsible sidebar with expandable menu groups, etc. Introduced a data-driven menu structure, and documentation. We have integrated a live component preview in the docs demonstrating the collapsible sidebar. So here we know exactly what to expect. So we are not checking the code yet. And this is really important because this is really speeding the things up. We know what to expect. We know what kind of features we have. And that is really important, that we understand everything before even seeing the code or cloning the forked repo. Now we can go to files changed. A lot of developers, I see here that they're going and directly taking this fork, putting on their machine, then trying it out. But first, check the code. Why? Because here you could see a potential bug or something that you can report right away. And then when that one is fixed, you can actually go and clone this fork of the developer that is creating this PR. So we can see here that this developer is adding a bunch of new code. So for the sidebar right here, and we have here some new icons and submenus, etc. Okay, and here this is the important part, again, that AI code review part. So CodeRabbit here is putting a potential issue. It is minor, so it is here colored as yellow, and the image is missing the alt attribute. So this is something that is really, most often I don't know if I would see this one in the PR. So that's why it is important to have some code review tool for something like this, for these small things. And we can see here the developer communicated already with CodeRabbit, and he said, I added the missing alts. So CodeRabbit just fixed that one, and that's why we see that this comment here is resolved and it is not open. So we can see here resolved. The main thing here is that I haven't seen this PR yet, and my agent already said something to the developers, so they communicated between them and the issue was fixed without me even seeing it. So that's why it is really awesome, and it is much faster to use some tool for PR reviews. Then here we can continue and check out the code. So again, you should know your code. You should know what's going on right here. I know this sidebar, I created it before. So this is just using it inside of the markdown file. And here we can see component preview title. So this is how the documentation is displayed, and that's it. So everything is looking good. I think that this is a good code inside of this sidebar.mdx. It is just showing the sidebar. So now we can actually go and fork this repo right here. So the branch is fix/sidebar component doc example, and we can go here. I'm going to the code. So this is the repo from the guy who created the PR, and I'm just going to clone it on my machine right here. So now I'm cloning 8bitcn UI, and I'm going to that directory right there, running pm install for all the dependencies. is, and the branch is called fix/sidebar. So I'm going to check out to that branch right there. Check out fix/sidebar. There it is. Awesome. And now I'm just going to run pm dev. And going now on my local host. So there I should now go to the sidebar component and check out in all resolutions if it is looking fine. So I'm searching for the sidebar inside of my search documentation. There it is, sidebar. So now I just go there and check out if everything looks fine or not. It is still compiling because it is in localhost. This one should work better on production. So there it is. We have here the sidebar and I don't see it from some reason. It is working, but I don't see those icons and anything. So that is maybe not good after all. I tried it out in another browser. So here inside of Google Chrome, we can see it. If we refresh, we can see that it is coming there, but it is actually not working. Okay, so we need to report this one and we need to say that it is not working. There it is. Now it's working when I refresh, but it was not working when I refreshed it the first time. So we need to report this one. We are returning back to the pull request, sidebar preview. Now this is a perfect example where we should put a video for this review right here. So we need to say request changes. And here I'm going to put in the comment something like, when I come for the first time on the sidebar docs page, the items are not visible. They are displayed only after a couple of refreshes, like that. And we can now submit to his review. And I left a comment and created this screenshot that it is not visible. And now you get it, why you should always clone it on your machine. So it is not only to see the files, and from here everything really looks good. So we see that the docs are good, everything is looking good, but in reality it is not working well. So it is important to test it out from all sides, not only from GitHub right here. So this is one really simple PR. It involves only one file, but let's check out the second one. And these are real PRs, so these are not some mockups that I created. So here we see a completely new component, status effect indicator. And we are doing exactly the same thing. So we are here reading first the summary from the developer who created this PR, then summary by AI code review tool like CodeRabbit. And here we have now completely new feature for something more complex like this. So we can see it's involving 7 files, and we have here a complete walkthrough from CodeRabbit AI. So we are seeing that this PR introduces a new status effect indicator component, etc. We see the changes, so core status effect component, demo and showcase. We have gaming blocks integration, registry updates. So we know here what is going on and what kind of files are involved in this PR. And we have the summary for each of those files, and we have the complete sequence diagram. So here it is really important for something complex when somebody is introducing some big feature and you cannot really understand it from like the first time you're seeing it. You check out this summary from CodeRabbit. We have here this sequence diagram where we can really understand exactly what's going on, and we have here estimated code review effort. So it is marked as 3, and it takes about 20 minutes estimate to review this PR. And we are basically now, after this, when we check out all the data from CodeRabbit and about the summary and suggested reviewers, etc., we are even getting a poem. So now we are going again back in circles. So we are going to the files changed. Here we are going to check all the files, and we have these things. So this is really important. This is really a great feature to see something, especially for these critical potential issues. And we are checking out the code. We are going all over again, and then we are submitting a review, requesting cloning this one, etc. So for more complex PRs, we are doing basically everything the same, just trying to understand it a little bit better from the beginning. If you want to review your PRs faster and keep good quality, you need to rely on some smart tools. It's not about doing everything manually like before. Our workflows are changing and we need to adapt to this new AI lifestyle. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more content like this, join the mighty Horde, subscribe.